Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. It's Friday the 17th of July. What a frustrating week this one has been for forecasting, and I know it's been as frustrating for clients as well. So many of you are very understanding about how tricky the forecast has been to try and pin down as certain model runs have changed during the course of the week, so thanks for your understanding. But it's been one of those where it's just been so horrible to be a forecaster this week, because one of the pleasures of forecasting is you see things develop, you see the forecast come true, you're able to help clients, you're able to direct them in their business, in their operations, and it's a good feeling. Yeah, it makes money for clients as well, but it's a good feeling to think that you've actually helped. But when things are chopping and changing like they have been, then it makes you wonder, why on earth do we bother trying to predict the future? But you hang on in there, don't you, because you know it'll come good in the end. Now, I've been cursing the GFS because of the swaps and changes that the GFS has been making, but if Sunday's forecast comes true, then actually the GFS was probably the first one to hint at the possibility of Sunday being a wetter day, and that's where much of the focus has been, because Sunday's always been the tricky day. It's been the one that we've been saying would be generally dry, but then it flipped to being wet and then came back to being dry again. Just want to show you the consecutive runs of the GFS, actually. This is from weatheronline.co.uk. Incidentally, if you can hear some echoes around the room at the moment that I'm recording in, I've gone into a different room in the office, so that's why it's not as soundproof as the other rooms are. That's why you can probably hear a bit of an echo, but apologies for that. Anyway, so this is the forecast for Sunday issued on Monday. So this is from the midnight run on Tuesday. 500 millibar flow look, got the jet going through the UK, low heights towards the north and the northwest. Now, 24 hours later, midnight run on Wednesday looked like this. Actually, not much difference. Look, below the normal heights north and to the northwest, but notice the little troughs here coming through. Midnight run from Thursday, again, very, very similar, but starting to accentuate the trough. And then there's the run from midnight last night. Well, look how deep the trough is towards the east of the country. Still the overall pattern there, and if you just look at the 500 flow, you think, well, actually not much difference, but it's having a massive difference on surface charts. So this is the forecast for midday Sunday issued in that Tuesday midnight run look. Low pressure out towards the west and towards the north. Weak ridge starting to get in the south, but just some hints, look, at a period of rain coming across parts of Wales, northern England, southern parts of England as well. Then on the midnight Wednesday run, made far more of the rain, got rid of the ridge completely. But then on the midnight Thursday run, hey presto, look, the ridge is back. We're back to the original forecast. But don't be too happy, because there's the run from midnight last night. And again, it's putting the low in. Not actually showing that much rain on this particular run, but the next one, I can guarantee you, is going to put more rain in there. And as I say, the GFS wasn't alone. Look, this is the ECMWF prediction from midnight on Wednesday for Sunday of rainfall. So, look, mostly dry it was predicting. And it stuck that way as well for on the Thursday midnight run. Yeah, it tried to bring in a little bit of rain through Western Scotland, through Ireland by midday, but the majority of the country was dry. And then, forget that idea, because by Friday midnight run, yeah, we'll put some proper rain in right through Scotland, right through northern England, and through southern parts of the country as well. So what lessons can I learn then from what's happened this week? Forecasting is a constant process of learning and recognising weather situations, and then you kind of log it in your brain and think, okay, I remember when that situation occurred and what happened. Really, the key to this was early on in the week. It was this westerly jet coming through the country. It's strange how your mind works, because during the winter months, if you get this westerly jet, what I'd be thinking all the time is, with that strength of jet coming through, and obviously in the winter it would be a stronger jet, but with that sort of strength of jet coming through, the models won't be able to resolve the individual ripples going along the jet itself. So the individual troughs and ridges, it finds very, very difficult to resolve. And during the winter months, we'd have played a very cautious game with this one and said, okay, it's not going to pick on these individual troughs. But because it's summer, and I guess because as a forecaster, your brain goes into sort of summertime forecasting mode. I didn't take as much notice as the small ripples and troughs going through the jet, probably as I should. And I think that's where I've probably let you down, is that although the model wasn't predicting it at the surface, probably what I should have been more aware of was that with this westerly jet coming through, there would be those ripples, those troughs running through such a regime as that. And that actually the forecast that was hinted at by the GFS in the following run was actually almost as likely to come true as the one in the previous run. Now, of course, we're not at Sunday yet, so we don't exactly know what's happened, but I think what I need to be more aware of in the future, and you're always learning. This is, how long have I been doing this? This is sort of 25 years on of forecasting. So I've got a bit of experience now, but you're always learning. I think probably what I've got to be more aware of and more alert to is if we get this situation occurring again during the summer, I've got to watch for those small features travelling through and not take too much notice of the detail in the underlying trends. And you know what? That's something that I preach to forecasters when I'm training them. Don't be a model monkey. Don't follow the models. And I kind of may have fallen into that trap myself a little bit with this one in following that detail. Anyway. Oh, I need a lie down after all that. Anyway, frustration reigns then at the WeatherWeb Weather Centre here at the moment. Gary's taken over for now. I'm pleased to say I can actually try and get my head in gear and work out what on earth has been going on over the last few days. But do stick with us, do bear with us. I know how frustrating it is for you. It's frustrating for us as well when the weather does this. But of course, 95% of the time, it's okay. You can kind of get the patterns there and things don't tend to swap and change as they have been. It's just so frustrating, isn't it, when they do. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that for now. And as I say, have a lie down in a darkened room. But for now, whatever you do, thanks again for watching. Keep the sun shining and bye for now.